To me, the funnier communication pre-collaboration was with T-Pain, because he just put out a song. I think T-Pain's a legend, first off. I think he's like a hugely important figure in hip-hop. Like, think about autotune and how important autotune is, and like he completely was at the forefront of that. He put out a new song that was like him rapping, and it was so good, and I just tweeted as a fan, I was like, man, I love this new T-Pain song. And then he replied, and this was like, I want to say 8-9 months ago. Like, T-Pain even knowing who I am would mean the world to me back then. And he replied and he said, man, if this is really you, which was crazy, like, I just want you to know how much that means to me. Like, I love what you're doing. And he seemed like honored that I would praise him. And I was honored that he even knew who I was. So I hit him back and I was like, hey, we should totally collaborate. And I had this perfect song that's all about guys that get girls with their personalities. And, I had the hook open, and I really wanted like a singer to do the hook, but I didn't want it to be like your token, good looking, like Chris Brown type of guy who gets girls because he's like the man and good looking. I wanted like a guy who gets girls like through hard work and dedication, like I imagined T-Pain did. So he just was the perfect fit. I just think it was funny how like it just started with a tweet. Same thing happened with Brendan Urie, the lead singer of Panic at the Disco. He just tweeted about me, and then I jumped on that. But for guys like Snoop Dogg, Fetty Wap, Rich Homie, that all started with like emails, and I don't even know if they knew who I was before then, but they found out and then they were into it. And it was like mostly a digital thing. I haven't like sat down with Snoop for long enough. Like, I've been around it, but like it was on the basketball court, and I didn't feel like it was like a good time to be like, Snoop, like, let me pick your brain. When I hang out with like Fetty and Rich Homie, it feels like we're just like peers. It doesn't really feel like where Snoop seems like the kind of guy who'd be giving advice. Those guys kind of, I feel like it's a peer thing.
When Do It came out, I was like, all right, this that time. And I got fucked in that whole situation. I was like, man, fuck this shit.
So the fans start climbing on the fire escape on the side of the building just to get in, and then they like break through the window.
Finally, he comes up, he's like, what's up? I damn near want you on my album. I'm like,
you start hearing windows, you start hearing glass break. I ain't gonna flip, I got very afraid. It reminded me of Gangland. Cause I had never seen nothing like that coming from Atlanta, Georgia.